Moving on is a hard process because we don't know how to move on. We don't know when to move on. We don't know if we should stay. We don't know if we should go. There is no key ingredient to knowing if it's time to move on. So my hope with this video is to provide possible identifiers, key point indicators, perspectives that let you know it's time to consider that it's time to move on. So I think the most important thing is when you reach that point of indifference, when you genuinely just don't care anymore. When you don't care if they come, if they go. And let's not think of moving on just solely as in terms of a relationship with another person. We can think of moving on from a job, from school, from a mindset. There's so many different places where in life where we have to move on from one avenue to the next. If you find yourself not caring anymore, that's a telltale sign that it's time to go. Why are you going to a job that you hate? We know you care about the money. We know you need the money. But why not do a job you like? The second thing is violence. Now, violence is violence. A is A. If there's physical fighting, there's violence in a relationship or a job. I mean, unless you're in the UFC, you shouldn't be dealing with violence. So it's definitely time to move on. If you feel like there's a threat of physical force or there's been proven to be, physical contact. Now, here's the other thing. I want you to think a little deeper about this. Violence doesn't necessarily just have to be fighting. It doesn't have to be that. Violence, when you think about fighting, I want you to think about the word conflict, corruption, anger. I want you to think of fighting and all of the emotions that come with fighting. Violence is violence. Like A is A. Like if I punch you, that's violence. You shouldn't want to be in that environment. But I can spiritually punch you. I can verbally punch you. I can emotionally punch you. When you're getting into a situation where there's violence that's occurring that's deeper than physical violence, that also is a telltale sign that it might be time to reconsider this environment. Am I at a job where my boss is manipulating me, where they're punching me emotionally and spiritually, and it's killing my ability to be happy now? You have to ask yourself, is that the case? The third thing I have here is when you find yourself seeking revenge or pettiness. Now, I'll be flat out honest with you. Pettiness at times can be hilarious, right? It can be comical. It can be funny. It can be done in humor. It doesn't have, being petty, it doesn't have to be a malicious, evil thing. But when you add that revenge part of it, you're being petty because you have to get back at them. You have that revenge where you want to see them do bad. You want to see them suffer. You want them to experience the pain that you felt. You want them to know that they can't function without you. When you want that revenge, it's definitely time to move on. Anything that you truly love or care about, you shouldn't care to seek revenge at all. I'm not talking about friendly brother-sister competitive arguments, or competing with your spouse, where you guys are competing in the gym or playing a video game or a card game, board game. All that pettiness and revenge is all fine there. You tell your wife, get the chessboard ready so you can whoop her ass tonight when you get home in chess. That's all fair. That's all love and fair. That's fair. I'm talking about real revenge, where you really want to see people in pain and see them down and out and suffering. When you are at a point where you are seeking revenge, it's time to go. It's time to go. What benefit do you have of stooping so low in your consciousness and with your behaviors that you're seeking revenge? It's time to go. If you find yourself completely drained of positivity, you wake up, you're not even happy. You're not looking forward to the day. You're not looking forward to coming home. You're not happy about anything. You're just like, every day you're just mad, upset, depressed even, sad. If you feel like that, like you can't find happiness inside of you at all, it's definitely time to reconsider your situation. There is no reason to stay stuck in an environment that doesn't feel like happiness. There's none. You can leave. You have a choice. You can leave. You can leave an environment that's full of shit. A situation may have started off great, and then it may end and not be so great. Why do you have to stay? Why do you have to stay and suffer? It's different if people or the company or whatever, if everybody's doing their part to try to have a fair, I'm not even gonna use the word fair. If everybody's trying to have an environment where everyone can be happy or where everyone can collaborate, where everyone can work together, and then you're unhappy, you gotta kind of suck that up. If you're in an environment where people are not even trying to work with you, they don't care about your happiness, what the fuck is the point? I'm sorry, but my happiness, my mental health is more important than anything. I don't care what you're offering me. I don't care how much money you're offering me. because I understand that I can get money somewhere else from a happy place. You claim to be my lover, then why aren't you offering me love? Why are you making me resent you? You're making me want to get revenge on you. That's not love. So I know that I can leave this lover over here, especially if I'm trying to give him my all to it. That's the key. Don't just complain about your situation if you're not trying, if you're not trying to add new facts, trying to add new skills. I know that if I'm giving my best and it's not working out, I can always bounce back. Always. That's how I feel. I can always bounce back. Will it be easy? No. No, it won't be easy, but it will be worth it. And I guess if you're struggling with getting over someone or something, I mean, you have to ask yourself, how much longer can you survive? How much longer do you want to stay in this situation? Are you truly giving it your all? I mean, that's what I always ask myself. Before I complain about this situation, am I giving it my all? Am I giving everything I have to it? And if the answer is no, you got to look within and you have to change your behavior. But if you're truly giving your all, it might be time to let go. I have a few more videos on this specific topic, man, on letting go the past, moving on. It's something that it traps our mind. So if you want to see those videos, go watch other videos. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, now is the time to do that.